Hi everyone! Rather than write loads of information about the Love Note sweater knit along, I thought I would do a little video just to talk about all the various bits. So this is the Love Note sweater. Very sweet, very simple, technically quick little sweater. It's knit on large needles, so it's a really nice light fabric. I chose it partly because I want to knit it myself, but also in general tin can knits patterns are really well written, and they're supported with lots of tutorials, lots of information on the various techniques, so they will keep you right. It might seem a little bit daunting when you look at it. There might be things you've not done before. Don't worry, because the support is there. We'll help you through it, and they've certainly got a lot of information on their website that'll help you as well. I've popped some good links at the bottom of this, so just follow those and you should be right as rain. To buy it, it's available on the Tin Can Knits website and on Ravelry. I have a feeling the Tin Can Knits website will redirect you to Ravelry. If you're currently having issues with the Ravelry interface, let us know. You can buy it through us and we will send you through a PDF. So you don't need to go on Ravelry to participate in the knit along. It's written for a 4-ply held double with a lace mohair, and then knit on very, very big needles. It's knit on 6mm needles. If you don't fancy holding 2 yarns double, or if you don't like the mohair, it'll knit up with a double knit as well. It works really well with semi-solids or lightly variegated yarns, or if you're going with a commercial yarn, a solid will do quite nicely as well, especially if you're doing the 4-ply plus mohair, because that will mottle the result anyway. Don't go with something too variegated because you lose the effect of the lace. That's the only thing I'd say. Size wise, it's intended to be worn with positive ease, so work out your own bust measurement, have a look at the sizes that they've got available, and pick one that's between 4 and 12 inches larger than your actual measurement, and that gives you a nice, loose, baggy, comfy, layering sweater, which should be lovely. As you go through it, you might find perhaps the provisional cast on daunting. The way the sweater is constructed, it's knit from the top down, but rather than start right up at the top of the sweater, you start partway through the yoke, knit your lace, knit your yoke, body, sleeves, and then you pick up your provisional cast on and knit up onto your neckline, and that's to make sure that you can get the right fit without potentially then having to unravel the whole sweater if it's not fitting at the top. There are a couple of techniques, again, links down below. Generally a provisional cast on is done by doing a crochet chain and then knitting into the crochet chain, and when you get to the point where you're wanting to knit into your provisional cast on, you unravel the crochet chain and work from there, work from the live stitches that you've created there. I'm a numpty, so I tend to find that I always get it the wrong way around, which means that I, rather than just unzip it, I end up having to unpick it stitch by stitch. There is a 1-step provisional cast on that I'm going to try, and I shall report back. But I would suggest, if you've not done one before, have a practice, ideally with a smooth bit of waste yarn, and just practice and see and make sure that you know what you're doing, because you don't want to be unraveling bits of mohair, ideally. There's a lace pattern. If you've not done lace before, it's a very straightforward one, so it's an absolutely great place to start. Again, there are tutorials about how to read lace, so just have a look at those. If you are concerned, use something called a lifeline, which is that you pull a thread through. Usually I tend to do it at the beginning of a pattern repeat, and leave it within your knitting, so that if you make a mistake and you have to rip back, it's not going to drop below that particular line. I will pop a link to how to do it below as well for you. So on to yarn choices. I've put together a little selection of things that we've got. I'll start off with the very shinies. we've got some beautiful hand dye yarn from Lovebugs Yarns, and she's given us some more here as well. The beauty of the Love Note sweater is it doesn't actually take masses of yarn, so unless you're doing one of the top 2 sizes, you don't need more than 200 grams of 4-ply and 100 grams, I think, of lace weight. So it's actually fairly economical. Economical. I can talk, honest. So here's an example of yarn that I think would be really suitable from Lovebugs. She's got a really beautiful red 4-ply here, and then you can go matchy if you want, and this is the red that goes with it. Or if you want a slightly more dramatic effect, you could couple it with something like this. And they're really beautiful. It's called Night's Watch. Really beautiful black, and that'll give a really interesting effect. There's also, again, really useful blog post from this Tin Can Knits, about the effects that mohair has on yarn and how to match the colours and how to play about with colours as well. I'm still working out my exact colour combination, so it'll be interesting. It'll be good fun. So that's one. Then this is what I'm doing, not in this colourway, but we have new in Sheepiest Whirl, which is 1,000 meters. So actually, even the larger sizes you get out of one of these. And I love the fact that you've got the gradient, so that'll mix things up a little bit. And we just have in from Drops, we now have their Kid Silk. So you could match it with, I probably wouldn't match these two together, but these are the Drops Kid Silk, which work beautifully with this pattern. And I've got a selection of neutrals, and I've got some brighter colours. I've got a yellow, I've got a really nice deep red, I've got a nice petrol. And they should just be good fun to play around with. Also in the Drops, we've got some nice 4-plies. I think the alpaca would work really beautifully. We've got the Drops alpaca here. This will be quite warm. Alpaca is quite a warm fibre, so if you run cold, this would be perfect. And that would work quite nicely. Again, you could mix it up. You could get a different mohair colour and make it a bit more dramatic. We also have the Baby Merino, which is also a 4-ply 100% merino, and that works out really nicely with the Kid Silk as well. And then if you're not really feeling like doubling your yarns and you just want to go with a plain double knit, we've got quite a few different double knits in stock, all of them available in enough quantities, and any double knit would do. So this is the Colour Lab, which I really love. I've done quite a lot with that recently. West Yorkshire Spinners, that would knit up really beautifully. If you're not coming to us for your supplies, any double knit will do. Obviously, if you find something that's got a bit of fluff to it, so much the better, because again, that'll give you that effect. I think that's everything. If you've got any questions, let me know. Failing that, we're casting on this Sunday. I'm opening as of tomorrow. So if you've got any questions, let me know. If you need anything, let me know. We've got needles. We've certainly got lots of yarn. Like I said, we can get the pattern for you as well. And yeah, that's us. Looking forward to casting on with you on Sunday and seeing everyone's yarn choices. Catch you then. Thanks. Bye.